Welcome FCS 2250 students to a tutorial in Wix. Wix is going to be the online web-based application software that we're going to use to create our ePortfolio, our websites. This is web-based, and so just to let you know that they update things all the time on web-based software. What you see today through my tutorials may look totally different tomorrow. They don't really do it that drastically, but they do change some options here or there. For the most part, you should be just fine if they do make some changes to maybe click around and find what it is that you're looking for. And if it's really drastic, please let me know and we'll work through that together. With that said, you guys, I kind of want to bring you, I'm on my template page right now and kind of show you that there's all sorts of options that you can choose from different templates that are already created for you. For example, if you're doing an advertising or a marketing campaign, maybe in one of your classes you got to market something here. These are some great options that you can choose to really work on that project. What cool way is it? You know, PowerPoint's cool to present information, but hey, how cool would it be to make a website for that? Maybe you have an online store that you want to create a website for. These are all free that you can use through Wix. They have, if you want to start a blog, maybe you're a photographer, maybe you are a wedding or event planner. There's all sorts of cool things that you can do here to start your website for your actual business or a project that you have in class. For our project though, sorry about to bust your bubble with all those beautiful templates, we're going to start with a blank one. I want to kind of see your creativity and your professionalism through this. So there's a lot of different options that you see through here, but I'm going to kind of bring your attention maybe to this one. This is more traditional where you have a header, a body, and a footer. You can also see what that would look like if somebody accessed your website through a smartphone. All right, so I'm going to choose this one and I'm going to choose edit. And it's going to take a second for the editor to load up. And while the editor is loading up, or now that the editor is loading up, I'm just going to kind of take you across the top here real quick. If you're in your desktop editor, as you can see, this looks like kind of what your website would look like from a desktop standpoint of view. This is a mobile editor. If you want to create your website specifically for phones, now they'd still be able to view it through a website as well, through a traditional monitor and desktop computer or laptop, but you can create it from a phone standpoint of view too. Now I'm going to ask you to keep on the editor. Now this is how you get to different pages within your website as you're editing them. Right now the template started with a home page, and then you've got some pages. So if you were working on page 2, you would go there. If you want to work on page 3, you can kind of see it kind of fade in and fade out there to go to your different pages. So I'm going to go back to my home page. There's another way to get to different pages. I'll show you that in a little bit. Maybe you need to find something. Use this quick search a lot. Maybe you have to undo something you just did or redo something. You have to copy and paste it. You can turn on or off your grid lines. You can see that now my header and body there. You want to kind of take a look at different times and see what things look like. You can play around with that. Your snap to objects. Now we don't really have any objects yet, but I like to keep this one on, and I'll show you how that works as we start adding to our website. You can choose your ruler guides, and all right, yeah, don't show me again. I can do that, but you have ruler guides to help you position things from pages to pages. For example, if you had a title on this page right here, you'd want that to look similar if you had a title on another page to be in a similar location. I'm going to turn my rulers off for right now. Preview. What does that look like from a website standpoint of view? We'll be using preview quite a bit, and back to our editor. If we save, we're going to be saving quite a bit, and right away it's going to ask us what we want to save that as. And I'm going to save this as Mr. Lang ePortfolio for mine. And you can see then this is going to be my actual web address that I have. This is what my username that I signed up for Wix, and then what I just saved it as. And I'm going to choose Save Now. All right, so we got it saved. Congratulations, your work is saved. We are not live on the internet yet, though. We're just saving this. We're working on the project. We'll do that in a little bit when we publish it. I'll show you that later. We also have a lot of different options over here. We're going to you'll see how these work as we work through the different tutorials throughout this project. But to begin with, you know what? We need a navigation pane. How are our viewers going to navigate from page to page? So we're going to add this here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to menus and buttons. And you can choose, do you want a vertical menu? Maybe you want it down the side here vertically. Or do you want it horizontally going across the top? Now I'm going to choose this option. Once again, it's an option up to you. Now that I've done that, I'm going to kind of close this, and I'm going to close that. And I'm going to drag this up to the top. That's where I want mine to be. And I'm going to make this a little skinnier here and a little wider. Totally up to you guys. You guys can play around with this all you want. But let me show you this actually. What I don't want is I get sometimes websites sent to me where I have a home link here and a more there. If I previewed this, I would have to go over the more, and then I'd see your other pages. Please don't do that for me, please. I'll show you how to make drop downs in a little bit, but for your main pages, click on that. I want to see the name of all of those pages across there. All right, and actually you saw the snap to object. See that purple line appear right there? It is perfectly centered now. If I went to the left, you see that snap to object, that purple line all the way over here. Now that I've released it, you don't see it anymore. Or you can snap to over on the right hand side. So I like to keep mine in the middle. That's up to you. You can move things to the left or to the right, but that snap object is really cool. All right, so my header's going to be up here. My body's going to be here. I have my navigation. I want to go ahead and change the name of the links on the different pages. So with that, pages. Right now, this is my home page. I want to go to this gear here, and I'm going to change that to professional bio. I'm going to ask you guys on your very first page when your visitors view your website to see your professional bio, and you can maybe see it behind there. All right, let's go to my page number 2. My page number 2, I'm going to ask you guys to tell me a little bit about your experience that you guys have in the field itself that you are planning on graduating with the degree in. And we'll talk more about your experience page in a little bit in future tutorials. Page 3, our resume. Our professional resume. And done. Page 4 is going to be our Prezi. We made a Prezi in lesson 12. You guys did really cool with that. We're going to embed that right into our website so people can kind of see a little bit about your particular career or your curriculum that you went through. Okay, and last but not least, our Contact Me page. Now, if I click on the Contact Me page, this actually opened up here, but I want to change that to a form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that gear, and I'm going to choose Delete. And it's going to ask me, you sure you want to delete that? I'm sure. It's gone now. It's gone from our navigation bar, but I need to add a page. And I'm going to go back to our contact, but I want a form this time. And I'm going to name my page. We're naming it just like we did here. I'm going to name my page Contact Me. And choose OK. And you can now see that we're on your Contact Me page. And this is going to be a form that people actually fill out with their name, their email, subject. We'll talk more about your contact form in a little bit, but I'm going to go back to our professional bio. As I mentioned, there's a couple different ways that you can go to different pages. We're on the professional bio. You can always now see that they've been renamed. If you need to work on your resume page, you can always go there. All right, if you need to work on your Contact Me page, you can always go there. But I'm going to go back to professional bio because, as you saw, that when I went on those other pages, our navigation pane went away. Check this. Show on all pages. So click on your navigation pane, show on all pages. You can click off of it now, and now you can get to all those different pages. You can see that you're on your resume page. You can see that you're on your Contact Me page. You can also get to different pages by going here as well. Now that I'm here in our pages tab, if you will, you can always move things around too. So see how my mouse turns into a four-headed arrow there? I can always click and I can drag and move that up. All right, now my Prezi's before my resume. Now it's here. I want to kind of show you another thing. If I wanted my Prezi maybe to be a sub-page of my experience, watch this. I'm going to click and drag it to the right. Now you don't see the Prezi page anymore, but I'm going to preview this. If I put my mouse over experience, that became a drop-down menu. And you may have pages where you may have an experience page with a lot of different drop-downs of different experiences that you've had in your field along the way. Or you can just have one page. I'm going to go back to the editor. I'm going to go back to my pages, and I don't want that to be a sub page. I want it to be a main page. So I'm going to drag that there. I'm going to go ahead and drag that behind my resume again. I'm not really too picky about the order that you want these to be in. You can choose. You really want to have your contact me page last, but you can kind of choose the order of these. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close that, and I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to take a look at this. Uh-oh, error. Sometimes that happens. Just click OK. Try to save it again, and usually it works. So hey, don't be freaked out. This is web-based. Be patient. I probably should tell you that Google Chrome and Firefox are two really good web browsers to work on Wix with. There's a lot of other browsers out there, but I highly recommend using either or, Firefox or Google Chrome. Now with that said, you guys, I'm going to preview this. I preview this a lot from a website standpoint of view, and I know there's not much on it, but you can kind of see that how I go to different pages here and kind of look at some different things. I just want to kind of take a look and see my links if they work. And now I'm on my Contact Me page and go back to the editor. But a lot of times, go ahead and take a look and see what yours looks like from a website standpoint of view. All right, well, with that said, you guys, again, you want to think of this site as being professional. You want to speak very professionally, have people proofread it, and take a look at things, because my goal is for you to submit this e-portfolio someday to human resources of the most exciting company to work for out there. So I'm not really asking you guys to make the information for me, but use this for you to market you and send this to companies, because hey, we know this is a global economy. You guys may be sending this to people from all over the world. A lot easier to do this than to mail resumes and stuff. Hey, have a professional portfolio. All right, so stay professional. Think of the professional colors and maybe do some research on that, even what professional colors might be on a resume. But I'm going to show you some tips. I'm going to go to my header area up here, and I just clicked on that. And I'm going to go to settings, and I may be working through this a little quick now, and I'm going to choose change settings. You can always go to edit styles. You guys can play with this. There's all sorts of different styles, maybe different colors that you want to use for the background. All right, so I kind of like that gray color, but there's pages of them that you can use. Maybe you want a border color on there, maybe a nice blue or something for that border, and then choose OK, and choose OK to that. All right, so we have our header. Maybe I want to preview that from a website standpoint of view. All right, cool, I kind of like that. Let me go back to my editor. Maybe I want to change the color of the body location here. So I click on that, I can go to my settings, change page style, and again, edit style. And there's all sorts of different styles that you can maybe even choose from, all right? And give a little glow there, if you will. Maybe here kind of gives that little glow on the bottom. Totally up to you guys, but you can kind of choose what you want to do with yours. Maybe a little darker background there, or gray, maybe a border. Totally up to you guys of what you want to do here, but kind of play around with that a little bit. All right, choose OK, whatever you want to do. Now, does yours need to look like this? Absolutely not. Going to be totally up to you. You've got this white area now. You went to preview and said, well, shoot, you know what? I like it, but I got that white area there. What can I do? The white area is going to be through this design option here in the background. Then you can choose your background. And you can customize your background all you want. You can add maybe a sweet image back there. Hey, I've seen that on a lot of websites. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead though and choose maybe a background color. Sorry, I didn't really need to exit all of that. Maybe a certain color that you want. Let's see here, maybe a gray for me, because I'm kind of staying on that theme there. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. My alarm's going off telling me I only have about a minute left of this tutorial, so I'm probably gonna have to leave here. I'm gonna do one more quick thing. So I got the color back there. I want to change my footer area here and go to settings. You've guessed it, edit style. All right, maybe choose a one that goes all the way across or something like that. I kind of think that's kind of cool, and you can change your background colors. Play around with that. You know what, I might go back to that lighter gray again. Border color, a nice blue. Inner border color. you know, maybe a purple. I don't, you know, maybe I don't even want that to be in there. Or I got a white. I think I can make it transparent right there. There I can. Maybe I don't even want to see that. So anyway, you guys can kind of play around with that. Make it yours. All right. But once again, kind of think of it from a professional standpoint of view. Should probably do this. I'm going to do this quick. I don't have much time. I'm on my navigation pane right now. Settings, change style.